If you're looking for a great place to live in Florida, then come check out the gated communities in Pace and Milton. Hi, I'm Paula Snow with eXp Realty, and I get asked all the time about gated communities in our area. We don't have a ton of them, but in today's video, I wanted to take you through a tour of our most popular gated communities. So come on with me, let's go check out these different communities. So our first community that I wanted to show you today is Windsor Villas. This community is located in Milton, Florida, and it's super close to the interstate. So something else that's unique about this community is it's a 55 plus community. It's our only 55 plus community in the Pace and Milton area. So if you are looking for an adult neighborhood, then this would be it. So things to tell you about this community, as you see on the picture here, it is located right off of the interstate. So one of the things to keep in mind when you look at homes in this neighborhood is stand outside the home and see how much noise there is. Sometimes you can hear the noise from the interstate, and sometimes that's a little too much for some people. So if you're sensitive to noise, definitely keep that in mind when you're looking at this neighborhood. This is a smaller neighborhood of about 92 homes. It has a community pool. It is gated. And so because it is gated, keep in mind that any of these communities that are gated, the roadways are now going to be considered private roadways, which means they are not going to be maintained by the county. So when it comes time to that these roads need paving, that's going to have to be taken care of by the HOA. So you want to make sure that you are buying in an HOA that is financially sound, that has enough money in reserves to take care of stuff like this when this comes up. So since we mentioned HOA, what does that cost? In this neighborhood, that's approximately $125 per month. And that includes lawn care for your property, of course, maintenance to the main areas of the neighborhood, access to the community pool, and access to the clubhouse. Price range in this neighborhood is usually in the low 300s, and these are mostly all mid-size homes. They were built around the year 2000, early 2000. So when looking at this neighborhood, I would keep in mind to also look at the age of the roof, heating and air, and water heater, because those are going to be big issues to the insurance company. So some of the homeowners in here, of course, have replaced the roof. So keep in mind that if you're buying, one of these homes in this age period, you want to make sure to get a wind mitigation inspection, which is going to be a specific inspection that you're going to provide to your insurance company, which gives them all the details on the roof, the age of the roof, how much roof life is left, the length of the nails, how far apart the nails are spaced, if there's hurricane clips, and depending on how many of those boxes are checked off, then that will qualify you for discounts on your insurance. If you're thinking about, distance to shopping, because this community is off of Garcon Point, then you've got to, let me show you a map so I can show you where you're going to go for shopping. So from the neighborhood to Pace, which is where there's a Walmart, a Publix, Home Depot, there's tons of shopping in Pace, there's restaurants. So from the neighborhood to the shopping in Pace, you're looking at about 17 minutes. So that is all of the information I have for you on Windsor Villas. And let's go check out our next neighborhood. Okay, I've got the aerial pulled up on the moors, and I wanted to explain something. So of course, here's Avalon Boulevard. You come into the neighborhood right here on Highland Bray Boulevard. This first area to the left, This is part of the Moors, but this part of the neighborhood is not gated. So if you want to be in the gated neighborhood part, then you've got to look at this area here, which I've got highlighted for you. So this is the gated part of the Moors. It's got about 179 properties. This is in an HOA, and I am going to go ahead and say that this is a very strict HOA. So if you don't like a very strict HOA, then this is probably not the neighborhood for you. They like everything to be meticulously maintained in here. And so because of that, they are going to be very strict. So amenities that come with this neighborhood are a community pool that is located right at the front of the neighborhood as you first come in. To the left, you've got the community pool, you've got an exercise room, you've got tennis courts, and you've got a playground. The HOA in this neighborhood is right around $1,400 per year, and that covers, of course, access to all of the amenities and maintenance to the main entrance of the neighborhood. It does not cover lawn care or anything like that. You're still responsible to do your own lawn care here. Homes in this neighborhood range anywhere from about 2,000 square feet to about 5,000 square feet. And in terms of shopping, it is pretty close by. It's from the neighborhood to shopping is about, just over 6 miles. So right at 15 minutes. So great neighborhood, beautiful custom homes in this neighborhood that have been built by different builders. So this is definitely not a cookie cutter type home. This is an upscale neighborhood located in Milton. Let's go check out our next neighborhood. Alrighty, the Stonechase community is located off of Quintet in Pace, and it's a community of about 350 homes. This neighborhood started being built in 2009, and it's currently still being built out. And there is talk about another phase coming to the neighborhood. So you will definitely continue to see construction in this neighborhood as they built out this wooded section that you see right here. I've highlighted the neighborhood here for you so that you can see where it is. It's right off of Quintet. And in this neighborhood, you can find a mix of some patio homes, which are going to be smaller homes ranging, from 1,500 to 1,800 square feet. And the lot sizes are going to be about 0.15 of an acre. So they are very small, tight lots. If you don't want a lot of yard to maintain, then a patio home might be perfect for you. If you want a more traditional size lots, then there are the quarter acre size lots. And those homes range, anywhere from 2,000 square feet up to about 2,700 square feet. The price range in the neighborhood is between about $350,000 to $600,000. Most of the neighborhood has been built out by Paragon, and there is another builder starting to finish out the final phase of the neighborhood. HOA dues in here are about $400 a year. And in terms of shopping, it's very close and convenient to a new plaza that was put in right over here at this intersection right here, which is called 5 Points. You're going to hear it referred to as 5 Points. And I remember when I first moved to Florida, I thought, why in the world do people call this 5 Points? And it's basically because 5 different roads used to come together. So it was Quintet, Woodbine, Chumuckla, Berry Hill, and then this other part of Chumuckla. In the past few years, they have rerouted Berry Hill so that it doesn't actually come into the same intersection, but people still refer to it as 5 Points. So if you're looking for shopping from the neighborhood to the 5 Point shopping area where there's like a Publix, Domino's Pizza, Whataburger, there's a gym, there's a couple of food trailers there that are really, really, really good. And if you like to golf, there's Stonebrook Golf Course right there, which we are huge fans of. It's a public golf course. It's open to anybody. They have great membership rates. So this is a great community. It's in the Pace School District. So sometimes I get families specifically wanting to be in the Pace School District. So this would be a perfect option for families wanting a gated community in the Pace School District. All right, let's go to our next neighborhood. The Stonebrook community in Pace is a really special community to me because this is where I first moved when I moved to Florida. So it's a gated community located off of Woodbine Road, really close to that 5 point intersection that I was telling you about. And since I lived in that neighborhood, they have really developed the area. So when I lived there, I had to go all the way to Walmart, which was about a 10 to 15-minute drive away if I needed to do my groceries. But now there is a Publix right across the street when you come out of the neighborhood. So it's a golf course community and it is a public golf course. So anybody can golf here. They have great rates on memberships. I know this because our family has a membership there. We love to play golf there. So this neighborhood has about 634 homes. The price range for most of the homes will be between 400,000 to 700,000. This year, they did have a sale on Greystone on a larger home that was just over 6,000 square feet that sold for 998,000. This neighborhood was built from the 80s all the way up to now. So you're going to find a wide range of homes in here. They all look very different. A lot of them are custom homes. They've been built by different builders. So it's a really nice variety where it doesn't look cookie cutter. The HOA in here is $1,100 per year. The square foot range of the homes is anywhere from about 2,000 to 4,000 square feet. The neighborhood is zoned for Dixon Elementary, which is right on Highway 90. Sims Middle School is probably going to be about a 5-minute drive away. It's on Education Drive. And then Pace High School is maybe a 7-minute car ride over. It's still close by. This neighborhood is on public water and public sewer. The lot sizes vary in here. So my lot on Greystone was about 2/3 of an acre. So I was towards the back of the neighborhood. But of course, if you're on the golf course, then you're probably going to be more like a quarter of an acre. So keep in mind that the lot sizes vary depending on where the house is located in the neighborhood. And the cool thing about this neighborhood, when I used to live there, Bubba Watson also had a house on Greystone. So when I would go and take my twins for a morning walk in their stroller, I would walk by Bubba's house. He would be out playing basketball in his front yard. So pretty cool fact about Stonebrook. The neighborhood does have a nice community pool and tennis courts. And in terms of shopping nearby, you've got Publix, as I said, right across the street. And you do have a wonderful park, Benny Russell Park, and they have now added a beautiful splash pad to it. So I want to share my screen and show you the aerial. So I want to share my screen and show you the aerial to the neighborhood because I wanted to show you a couple of things. Okay, so this is basically the whole neighborhood. I used to live somewhere, I think, right back in this area here on Greystone. So you come in here, here's Woodbine Road, you come in on cobblestone. And what I wanted to show you, and I'll switch to the other map, is this first street when you come in. This is Village Green. These are patio home lots. So this is the only street of patio home lots, really, really small lots. So if you don't want a lot of yard maintenance, this would be perfect for you right here. So if you're looking for a patio home, keep in mind Village Green is where you need to be. When you come into the neighborhood on Cobblestone, if you make a left here on South Lake, then this part of the neighborhood over here is called South Lake. And so originally, this used to be a par 3 golf course. In addition to the main golf course, they sold that. They developed this area, which is South Lake. So keep in mind, sometimes you might hear to it referred to as South Lake, or you might hear to it referred as Stonebrook or Stonebrook Village. Now, South Lake does also have another entrance over here off of Vinewood. So for people that don't want to maybe drive in through the busyness of Cobblestone, or they're coming home from work and they don't want to drive all the way up to Cobblestone, then they might come over this way here off of Vinewood. So, and you can see when you come in, let's see, where are we? You're going to come in on cobblestone. Here is the golf course here. And then this is basically hole number 1. You cross the street here, you go to hole number 2, hole number 3. Or wait a second, no, I'm sorry. Hole number 2, hole number 3, hole number 4. And then it kind of goes around this way. It comes back here, comes back to the clubhouse, and then you'll go off on 10 here. So great neighborhood, beautiful homes. This one, of course, has sentimental value to me because this is where I brought my kids home when they were 3 months old. So very special neighborhood, popular neighborhood. In terms of the community pool, that is located off of Kingsmill. Actually, I'm going to correct myself. I said the only patio home lots were here on Village Green. I apologize. There are patio home lots right here on Kingsmill, Foxtail Drive, and this street right here, Village Lake Drive. So if this is the other option for patio home lots, and you can see the community pool is located right here. There's a small parking lot here on Kingsmill, so you could park anywhere here to use the community pool. And then this is basically where they store the golf carts, and then the tennis courts here. So if you are using the pool, you can easily walk over to the clubhouse and get lunch. They do have a great restaurant there. Staff is super friendly. So great neighborhood to consider. If you have any questions about Stonebrook or any of these other neighborhoods we've talked about, of course, feel free to either call me or send me a text or an email anytime. Okay, off to our next neighborhood. Alrighty, the next community I want to tell you about is Cottonwood. Cottonwood is located right off of Anderson Lane, and this is a really nice community because it's got a mix of homes. So it's got some custom homes, and then the lots were sold to D.R. Horton. They finished off a bunch of the neighborhood, and then Timberland finally bought the final lots and finished out the rest of the neighborhood. So it's got a really nice variety of homes. They don't all look exactly the same, and the great thing about this neighborhood is the lots are really, really big. They're half-acre lots. So the neighborhood is still super close and convenient to getting around, to shopping, to the schools, and yet you feel like you have a little bit of space. Your neighbors are not right up on you. So let me share my screen and show you what this neighborhood looks like from an aerial view. So this is the neighborhood here, and I've got Anderson Lane is the road coming right in. So let me just zoom out a little bit to kind of show you where things are at. So here is, let me see, where am I looking? Okay, so here is Highway 90. So to get to the neighborhood, you could come in, let's say from Dogwood, and then you would take Berry Hill and then come up Anderson. Or for a lot of people that work at Whiting Field, this is a great option because it's convenient to Whiting Field. So let's say you're coming back down on 87, 89, and then you take Willard Norris to get to the neighborhood. So this is the neighborhood here. You can see an aerial view of where it's at. So things to tell you about this neighborhood. The price range in here is anywhere from $450,000 to $700,000. Home sizes range from 2,000 square feet all the way up to 4,000 square feet. And there are some two-story homes in here. The neighborhood was built starting in 2005, and Timberland finished up last year in 2021. So you've got a wide range of construction of homes in here. I do want to point out that this neighborhood is on septic. So there is no public sewer here. So if you are considering putting in a pool, then make sure you check with your agent, with the homeowner, where the septic system is located so that you make sure you have room to put your pool in. HOA in here, very, very strict. So I have heard some people complain about that. Some people don't like it, feels like it gets a little petty sometimes. But if you like a neighborhood that is immaculately maintained, then this would be a great option for you. Schools for this neighborhood are going to be Berry Hill Elementary, Hobbs Middle School, which my kids went to, and Milton High School, where my daughter goes. So I'm a fan of these schools. And in terms of shopping, there is the new Publix shopping center about 10 minutes away. There's also a Winn-Dixie. And then you've got a bunch of other shops in Milton. You've got a Tractor Supply. You've got Texas Roadhouse. You've got a lot of the festivals that go on at the Riverwalk in Milton. And then you can get to Pace if you're looking for like Home Depot or Lowe's. That's probably going to be about a 15-minute ride. So great neighborhood to consider. Let's go check out our next neighborhood. This next neighborhood I want to tell you about is Magnolia Glen. This is located in Milton, right off of Pine Blossom. So let me share my screen and show you. Okay, this is the aerial view of Magnolia Glen. So it is a smaller community. It currently houses 82 homes, but keep in mind that the rest of this neighborhood is going to be finished out right here. So there's not much space left, but there is going to be a little bit more built right here on the final, basically 3 streets. So this neighborhood is a gated community. It's a small community. It started off that it was built by Timberland, and then Timberland sold their lots to Flynn Built, and now Flynn Built is basically finishing off the back section of the neighborhood. There is an HOA here, which is about $350 a year. Home prices range here from $400,000 to $500,000. The size of the homes in here, anywhere from 2,000 to 3,500 square feet. The neighborhood is currently zoned for Berry Hill Elementary, King Middle, and Milton High School. And the cool thing about this neighborhood is the lot sizes are really, really nice. And again, they are spacious here. They are half acre, so the houses are not crammed all together. Something else to keep in mind here, this neighborhood is on septic system. So again, if you are thinking about putting in a pool, make sure to ask your real estate agent, make sure to ask the seller, the builder, where is that septic system located, so you can make sure that you're going to have room for your pool. If you are stationed at Whiting Field, then this is going to be a very convenient neighborhood to Whiting Field. You can see here, I've got it pulled up on Google Maps. From the neighborhood, you would just go up Pine Blossom, you would turn onto Willard Norris, go up 87, and then Whiting Field is right here. So it's maybe all of 13 minutes. It's just over 7 miles to get to Whiting Field. Okay, the last neighborhood I'm going to take you to is Habersham. So keep in mind that these neighborhoods are in no specific order. I didn't put them from most, popular to least popular. They're just in random orders as I kind of research them. So the last one, Habersham, is located off of Berry Hill in Pace. And I did want to show you on the map because this neighborhood is kind of made up of 3 neighborhoods in total. So let me share my screen. So you're looking at the aerial view here, and I've highlighted the part of the neighborhood that is Habersham. So you will come in right here off of King George Parkway, and then you will turn into the neighborhood to go into Habersham over here. So the left part of the neighborhood here is called Abernathy, and then the back part of the neighborhood is called Hammersmith. So a lot of times when people are talking, they might just say they live in Hammersmith because this was the original neighborhood that everybody knew, Hammersmith. So keep in mind that sometimes if you're interested in this neighborhood, you might just say, I want to be like in Hammersmith, but I'd like to be in the Abernathy part of the neighborhood, because when you come in, the main neighborhood entrance does say Hammersmith. Okay, so things to know about the neighborhood. This neighborhood was built, started off in 2004 all the way to 2020. I believe there's still some lots available in there, so you may see one or two custom homes still being built. The sizes of the homes range anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 square feet. Price range is from 400,000 to $700,000. The HOA in this neighborhood is around $500 per year, and the neighborhood is zoned for Dixon Elementary, Sims Middle School, and Pace High School. So I hope you have enjoyed this tour of gated communities in the Pace Milton area. If you have any questions about any of these neighborhoods, please feel free to call me, text me, email me anytime. I have been helping home buyers like you buy and sell homes for the past 22 years. My husband and I are full-time realtors, and we would consider it an honor and a privilege to work with you. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up.